This is a historical matchup that it's these two going head-to-head in the first women's event at Scary Cherry. This is snowboarding history.
Yes, who will be crowned the first ever women's champion of natural selection at Baldface?
Are you good?
Oh, I'm good.
Elena Hight, you just heard her let the starter know. I am good. Let's do this. Again, carrying that momentum of her win at Jackson Hole into the opportunity to possibly double up.
And her second run in qualifiers was so smooth. She made it look easy as she navigated the course. She has such an incredible finesse to her big mountain riding. And we see her picking her way down this first top of the course, sending a tail grab off that first popper. Cliff popper, I guess, more accurate, because it sends you.
It sure does.
This is hard.
Did you hear that?
She said this is hard. Straight from the source, mid-run. Frontside air right there. Also very sizable. You know, it definitely is hard, but she doesn't make it look that way. This is very smooth start to her first run. And just going a little off kilter in the air right there.
Usually she had done a frontside 360 there. Looked like she was going for a frontside 540.
Getting a method in. And she's going to have an opportunity for one more hit here down at the bottom of Scary Cherry if she wants it. And looks like she was going for a 3 there, back 3, but you know, that could be a bit of that, you know, exhaustion that's sitting in. I mean, this is the end of the day right now on a very consequential, demanding face.
Yeah. We talked about that earlier, that this is also quietly an endurance event. And making it to the final also becomes a little bit of be careful what you wish for.
There's layers to the strategy of this. Not only the tricks, the lines, but the energy expansion.
As Zoi Sadowski-Synnott, 20 years of age, again, fresh off the plane from China. Can she continue her winning ways here at Baldface Lodge?
Choosing to change things up with a straight air off that first hit and heading far riders right to find some fresh snow. Tail grab off that drop and having to throw the brakes on a little bit. It's steep up there. We've said it before, but worth repeating.
Well, that Tommy Hawk that we saw from Ben Ferguson helped us appreciate just how steep, as Zoi Sadowski-Synnott absolutely sends it.
You know, she goes big. That's what Zoi Sadowski-Synnott does. The definition for this Kiwi rider. And stomping that backflip, making that look pretty easy, even though it's definitely not big tail grab. Going deep as she rounds things off at the bottom of the course. A little bit of a shifty, and she's down. Good run.
Especially that bottom half. I mean, the power that this young woman has.
Yeah, she is rocket fuel. She is pure rocket fuel. Looking again at our two finalists here at the TAE Natural Selection. Elena with a tail grab off that drop. And this is where it comes down to the finesse of both of these riders navigating this course after having taken so many runs today. Elena going for that front 7 right there and just getting, again, a little off axis. And then, of course, Zoi dropping behind, coming in with the highest score so far into these final runs, and just really showcasing her strength. I mean, look at her getting those turns in through those tracks.
You see the action of her snowboard letting you know exactly how hard it is to make those turns. And then this bottom half here, the backflip, perfectly done.
No issues there. Big straight air with the tail grab.
How'd you go?
Somehow being able to find that transition.
A couple times. Nice run. Thanks. Nice back. Cheers.
Elena's saying, hey, that was great. Also, I'm going to be bringing it for you in a
We
second.
need to get into the sleds. What?
And it's a 60 for Elena Hight and an 88.66 for Zoi Sadowski-Synnott. The importance now of that number that normally doesn't take place here at natural selection, Elena Hight has to meet or beat the highest score of the day from Zoi Sadowski-Synnott. This is the final runs for the women here on Scary Cherry at Baldface Lodge. Elena Hight up against it, chasing an 88.66 of Zoi Sadowski-Synnott.
Elena has risen to the occasion in these competitive situations time and time again in her competitive career. Will she do that today at Baldface?
She has the tricks. If she makes that frontside 720, we're in a different conversation. So let's not forget what this young woman is capable of.
Yes. So we sit with bated breath as Elena starts her descent down Scary Cherry.
Making her way through this critical section. And again, you see how fast the snow follows her down the mountain. That gives you just more impression of how steep this pitch is.
Yes, and that depth with which she sent that first straight air with that tail grab. A little shifty off the rider's right side of that jump and finding some fresh snow right there.
And now she's in her happy place, and hopefully a few turns can throw her in the right direction to make one of these tricks that she wanted to. I believe this is where she was trying the 720.
Oh, not finding the landing on that, unfortunately. But getting that method in, that excellent height style into that hit. And she's got one more before the very bottom of the course. Going backside 360. Oh, and just sitting down right at the very end there.
You can hear those gasps. She is exhausted. But what a performance the entire day, the manner in which Elena stepped up. And I'm just gonna go out and say it. This right here is a victory lap for Zoi Sadowski-Synnott. I don't think she's going to treat it like that and do nothing, because that's not the type of competitor she is. But what we're witnessing right now is a champion's run here at Baldface Lodge.
You definitely hit the nail on the head. That's just not who Zoi Sadowski-Synnott is. She wouldn't be here in this position if she rested on her laurels. Straight air right off the top, heading to that rider's right zone. Kind of navigating and picking her way down this bit of tracked out snow. Just getting caught up a little bit there. Okay, frontside 360, getting that one around.
I'm not sure how, but that was impressive.
And I think what's unique about Zoi is that compared to some of the other competitors, she has spent less time in the backcountry, but yet she has very innate route finding skills. You can see her over here finding that fresh snow and then really just stomping that backflip, like really no problem.
She did that like somehow it was the first one of the day, and then sends an awesome stale fish as she's powering through here.
That was a beautiful sailfish. And a little bit of a bobble in between that last feature, but that was a run that she can feel good about.
Absolutely, as perhaps it's just starting to sink in what she's done.
Now let's take a look back at both of our finalists for their final run here at Baldface. Elena Hight sending it off of that diving board and really just finding some flow. Pristine method. Elena has a beautiful method. Kicking it out there. And then, of course, Zoi, as you said, Salema, most likely we can feel pretty good that this is her champion lap, but does she hold back? No, she's Zoi. She's not going to do that.
Yeah, how she made that 360 is just a testament to her control and her comfortability in all types of moments, like never panics.
No.
And the score is a 73.66 for Elena and a 90 for Zoi Sadowski-Synnott. So no doubt that bottom half of her second run, the big combo the judges were feeling. And as we said before, not just a victory lap, but the best run of the day for the 20-year-old from Wanaka, New Zealand, who again came here with a gold medal on her neck from the Olympics and keeps the ball rolling here at Natural Selection in this historical first ever women's event at Scary Cherry.
Now let's go to the third member of our team. We're going to check in at the bottom. T-Bird is here with our women's champion.
All right, we are here with the women's winner of the Natural Selection at Baldface Lodge, Zoi Sadowski-Synnott. Zoi, you've kind of had a hell of a month.
Yeah, it's been pretty hectic. Came here straight after the Olympics and just so happy to be here, so yeah.
That's unbelievable. What was going through your head during finals with the light change, the snow change, just a little bit?
Yeah, it got a bit tracked out between like the semis and this finals, but I stuck with the same line, changed my lenses because light got a bit flat, but so fun out there getting some face shots.
Well, congratulations, Zoi Sadowski-Synnott, TAE Technologies Natural Selection winner at Baldface Lodge. Well done, Zoi.
Thank you very much.